I'm actually worried right now. I'm so worried. We keep hearing cases of women being sexually assaulted, women being touched in a way they don't want to be touched in public, in personal spaces. We've had several issues. We've seen it online, several issues. I think one time it was trending, a photographer invited girls to come for a shoot and he threatened them with a weapon and raped them. We also seen this case in Asaba with a content creator.
The Delta State Police Command has arrested Ifeanyi Ogbonna, popularly known as Odogwu of Asaba, in connection with the alleged of a 20-year-old woman who later died.
In Delta State, a popular content creator, Ifeanyi Ogbonna, also known as Odogwu of Asaba, has been arrested over the alleged of a 20-year-old lady, Favor Agboro. Favor, in a video, alleged that she was and assaulted by Ogbonna before taking her own life. Well, the police says she died after ingesting a toxic substance.
First of all, I met him online on Monday, which is on Monday before Friday. And I told him that I'm going through some problems. I need money to sort out the family problem. But I was worried. And I told him that I know of a man. He has helped me a lot when I was in Asaba. But the man is not staying in Asaba. The woman is staying in Abuja. But he wants to stick with me. But I can't go. And I texted him that I need his advice. And I texted him for that advice. So I would know if he will be able to give me any ideas, like advice or any ideas of how to make money, or just advice. I just needed someone to talk to because I don't have a friend. I don't have any friend. I told him, he said I should not go. Even without me telling him, yet I would have not still go to that Abuja because I've not been to Abuja once before. Secondly, I know I'm a virgin. That was why I told him. And I would have still not do it. I just told him to just let the burden out of me. He said I should not go. That I should come to meet him in Asaba on Friday. When he told me to come and meet him on Friday, he said I should come and meet him on Friday. He's going to help me. He did not tell me that let me come, that let him sleep with me. He's going to give me the amount of money I want. No. He just told me, come to us. Can you come to Asaba on Friday? I will help you. My phone was on disappear mode, so I don't have screenshots of those messages anymore. But I'm sure it will be on his phone. Since my phone is on 24-hour disappear, my own chat will not appear in his side, but his own will appear. And his own is more evidence because the chat will be there when he told me to come, that he wants to help me. And he did not engage in any conversation with me with sex.
I think this is becoming worrisome to me. It's giving me so much concern because believe it or not, it might not be you. You are a guy, you feel safe, but you have sisters, you have a girlfriend, you have female friends, you have family members that are girls, you have followers that are girls. And I think it's important that we talk way more than we are actually talking about these issues. We should not leave it to only women. It's not a women advocate thing. It's a human advocate thing. This is not my regular content, but we really need to lend our voice to these issues. The craziest thing is when these issues come up, we have people coming up to say, why are they putting on this? Why are they wearing this? Why are they wearing that? What a lady is wearing is not an excuse for you to assault her. It's not an excuse for you to harass her. Whatever she's wearing is not an excuse for you to take advantage of her. It's also important to point out that in Nigerian constitution, there is no legality for a marriage. So you cannot, as a married woman, come out legally to say that your husband is you.
Can a man rape his wife under the law?
Good question. No and no. It's a sad and annoying realization, and it's not.
Feminists don't like this.
No, they wouldn't at all. It's something that I actually also do a form of mini activism on I believe that in the year 2026, we should have laws that greatly protect women from the issue of rape. But sadly, till date, we do not have that.
So a man can rape his wife in Nigeria?
A man can, in quotes, rape his wife in Nigeria. Of course, he could also be guilty of sexual abuse or assault, but the definition of is non-existent in Nigerian marriages. And this is because it is implied by the court that the moment you say I do, you are impliedly, for now and 50 years down the line in the future, giving him consent to your body.
Wow.
So that's why you have a lot of sad cases where a woman gives birth 3 months ago and the husband has already gotten her pregnant again. She cannot say no. And I know I might get some heat for this. Our religious bodies do not do any form of
advocacy
in this regard. They're usually kicking against the idea a man can rape his wife. They kick against it. Us lawyers, because of what we see, the evidences we analyze, and the courts, proceedings we witness, of course, the idea of should be something that should stretch even to marriages.
I'm good. I'm making a video. We cannot sit back and watch these things happen without doing anything. I think we owe it to ourselves. We owe our generation the responsibility as men to stand up for these women, as men to not tolerate this. If you have a friend that is sexually assaulting other women and you are comfortable in that setting, you are also an accomplice. I think we should start speaking up. We should start holding our friends, our brothers accountable. If you move mad around me, I will report you to the police, regardless of our friendship. There are just certain lines that shouldn't be crossed. I'm speaking from a place of pain because I keep saying these things, I keep hearing these things, and of course, this is not a time for you to be insensitive and start putting in the comment section. We know men are also sexually harassed, men are also victimized, but most cases are actually women, believe it or not. Most cases are actually women. And it's interesting that it's mostly the religious nations that have the highest level of these things, like very religious, but have a very high cases of. It's baffling, it's mind-boggling. I don't get it. I think we should do better. We can actually do better as men. We can do better. We can respect a no. Yeah. We can respect a no. You can ask a girl out. It's okay for you to be rejected. That's why you're a man. You can ask a girl out and she will say no. Move on. You can ask a girl out once. You may not believe this, but even if she's a sex worker and she tells you no after you've paid, that no still means no. The best you can do is collect your money back. That's constitution, that's law. It's not enough excuse for you to say after I don't pay them, so you go ahead and do whatever you want to do. It's not nice. We can do better. It's not nice. If she actually tells you no, I think you should keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands off her. And something that would also help you before this video ends is when you are outside in public on a queue as a man, I think it's safer. It's safer because we also have people that accuse men wrongly. So I think it's safer for you to have your hands in your pockets or folded. Yeah, I think it's actually smart.